Always when I'm busy. Come in.
Mr. Genocor. I know the next movie can be after Moonlight.
Yes, please, Enrique. Just take a seat.
Okay, think of it. Picture this. Ready? It comes at night.
Great. What is it?
It.
Like Stephen King's It?
No. It. Like, think of it like it.
Is it a metaphor?
You're not listening, Mr. Genocor. It. Don't you get it? It comes at night.
What's the audience gonna think of it?
Fuck them.
I love it!
What's going on,
Review Tards. Beat you. Jinx. You can't say anything till I say your name. Well, look who's running the review. How's it going? Oh, man. This is going to be a fun one. More fun than the movie. That's for sure. "11 minutes later." Adam.
This is how this is gonna go? Alrighty, let's try this again. What's going on, Review Tards? As always, he's Mike.
He's whatever the fuck it was.
Like, you didn't understand what it was?
Don't act like you fucking understood anything about this movie.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have my problems with it, but at least I understand it.
No, I understand the movie fine.
So what didn't you get?
No, I got it. It's just a piece of shit movie.
No, I mean, I don't think it was as bad as you're going to make it out to be. As you can see, we've been arguing about this on the car ride over. However, it was kind of like a play on
pain, suffering, the whatever the hell disease, the fear and panic that humans feel at a core their core nature when they're reverted back to the American Revolution type of society.
Not even. You think more primal.
No, because they still have access to technology. It's just they have to find ways to use it.
In the most primal state of human behavior, if you think about it, there's a reason you don't go out at night. Because it being
danger,
the fear, a tiger, a lion, honestly, imagination at some point. It's your fear is greater than what it actually is out there.
Right. I get that. I get that.
Here's the thing.
But they're setting up the entire time that there's supposed to be some crazy fucking creature or something that's out there with the boys' drawings and all this other shit about, oh, we don't go out at night because blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they sit there and break their own logic when the guy in the beginning goes, well, I only traveled at night.
Well, I think that's kind of the point to it. It is whatever you make it out to be. So that house, the three people, it was... What were the people's names? It was...
Joel Edgerton.
No, what was his character name?
Travis is the son.
Is the son.
Joel Edgerton's the dad.
And then the mom.
Forget her name.
Me too. Either way.
Did they have names? Paul. Paul was the dad.
Are you sure?
Paul and Sarah.
Paul and Sarah. Oh, yeah, and then the other family was Will and Kim and Andrew. Right.
So we went over this trailer, I don't know how many times when we were doing like our... Literally nothing happened.
Every time.
Nothing fucking changed and that fell. We saw this trailer for like Movie News as one of our trailers we talked about, and just... this movie looked incredible. Like, it looked like it had a great premise. Like, you don't go out at night. There's this red door that's supposed to be this... It's almost a physical metaphor of between life and death. Once you go past that red door, you've entered into the death realm. If you stay in the house, you're safe, blah, blah, blah. I get the whole...
A lot of movies do that. I'm thinking about it. Like Insidious did it. Remember with those red door? A bunch of like horror movies use that. Yeah, well, red door.
I think the director was going for that type of. Okay, here are some tropes. Here are some other plot lines that we can do to play into this thing, and it did not work for me. This movie turned out to be nothing. There was nothing. There is a disease. There is a disease.
Yeah.
But if you watch the movie, I don't think the family that they think has the disease. I think the kid, Travis, had the disease the whole time and infected that family.
But isn't that the beauty of this movie? Is you can sit
Oh
there.
my God.
You can literally sit there and go, hey, I think this person has it. Well, then I can go, no. I think that person has it. You can sit there and go, I know you probably don't, but you can sit there and go, I think Drew has it, the kid. Then I can sit there and go, no. I actually think Travis had it.
Did you think Drew had it?
No, I think Travis had it.
You think Travis had it? Okay, so you're agreeing with me on that.
I'm just saying that you can look at it from a different point of view at any return and be like, oh no,
but I don't
think about it like this.
I don't think you can, because I think the film sets up the point where this kid's been having these night terrors, which is, in my opinion, what comes at night is
another thing that it comes at?
No, I don't think it comes at night refers to anything actually outside. I think it comes at night is actually referring to Travis's nightmares.
So thank you for agreeing with me. That's the beauty of this so far. Just because you're some mindless primitive ogre and you just can't literally see the underlying tones of things.
You're a cunt. So you go into this movie, the first shot they show is the grandfather's sick. He has the stuff all over him. The son watches his father kill the grandfather. They burn him alive. So you're knowing that there is a disease. That much we know exists. From there on, it's like, okay, if we do this, this, and this, we have to do this in order to make sure we don't get the disease. But then they meet this guy, Will. And he's like, oh, I have this family, blah, 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 all this stuff. Throughout the movie, you find out Will's lying about certain things.
Is he?
Okay, I'll give you that, because he covers his story not well. He covers the story he lies about, that he gets caught in the lie. But it's not...
A logical one.
Yeah, okay. And then this movie ends with Joel Edgerton killing a child and a woman. And then the son dies with the disease, and then the parent, Joel Edgerton and Paul and Sarah, die with the disease.
Well, they don't show them dying.
No, but you're supposed to understand that they're both sitting there.
Which we agree that they both die.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean,
obvious.
They're like, we're not going to sit here and live without our son.
Right.
So there's no point to live. We were living to protect
and they're
him.
Also sick.
Yeah. Well, they weren't going to let him die by himself, so
Agreed.
they didn't. Yeah.
Agreed.
But just this movie does not do a good point. It literally, it's like it sets up certain story arcs and then says, fuck that. We're just not going to pay any attention to them.
Which, that's actually where I liked it, because you're able to pick up at certain spots. It's almost like it is a play on that ambiguous kind of lifestyle that would come in this type of situation. Because if it's like a martial law takeover, and all of a sudden you don't know things. And
but don't you think that should have been explained at some point, maybe in the trailer, to set up how this movie's going to play?
But if you're actually in that situation...
Because I wouldn't have gone and seen this if I had thought this movie was going to be what this was.
Right, but
I thought there was going to be a creature. I was hoping there was a creature, because I like monster movies. I like creature features. I like good horror movies. This is not a horror movie in any way.
But if you're in that situation where there's this whether it be the disease or your imagination, people aren't just going to come out and explain things to you. You're going to be in the dark.
Whatever. If you had to give this movie a rating, what would you say?
I say go check it out. I think... here's the thing.
Don't waste your money. We were supposed to see Cars 3, and there were like 40 kids in line.
Mad funny story about that.
It's bullshit. We were just like, fuck this. We don't want to put up with this tonight. Let's just go see something else. And then we looked at the podiums and we were just like...
What's up next?
It comes at night. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go see that. And it's not.
Here's the thing. I will agree with you that I don't think this film is for everybody. If you really enjoy, like... If you enjoy, like, an intelligent film that makes you sit down and think, this one's for you. But if you're like my co-host here, who's just, me, Mike, I like meat, I want monster movie, go see, then sure. Don't see it.
I swear to God, I'm kicking your ass when you go up there. That'll about wrap us up.
Jinx, you can't talk until I say your name. Oh, how the tables have turned. As always, he is gone. Keep it tight, people. I actually hated this movie, but I knew it'd piss him off.